Okay, as I was talking in the entrance of this piece of force train retrieving for the walking pickup, like I said, I like to go back anytime that I have a hole in a particular portion of this. I back up, and one of the things that I found in the walking pickup in the denial is to pressure on when they aren't paying attention, and pressure off. With this young dog, I use very little pressure. She's 10 months old. She doesn't take any pressure at all. She's already starting to question me because she's looking away. These are all little symbols that a dog does that tells me that they're starting in denial. So if they aren't focusing, then I might just do a little ear pinch. Now you see she's a little locked up. But pressure off. As soon as I pressure off in this segment, good girl, yeah. Tone change. Remember I talked to you about tone changes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the bumper. Good girl. See, tone change now. This is the direction I want you to go in. Anytime she refuses me in that direction, then I remind her with the ear pinch like Jason had spoke to you on the beginning segments all the way to the pickup, is the pressure that you do, that a girl, sit, is important. The second piece of that, I'm just backing up again, is chase. No matter where it is, if they give to the chasing, because it's going to be that chase is what's going to make the connection on the walking pickup. For instance, remember Jason had one segment up here, and the dog refused, right? Fetch. Now she's saying, I could get more dramatic with my fetch. Thank you, good dog. Just like Jason had spoke to you about. If, for instance, she didn't chase when she saw it, that girl. If she didn't, I'd give a little reminder. Fetch. That girl. Good girl. Sit. Oh. Good girl. Drop. Okay, once you have those all in place, and you've got this, fetch. Good girl. Sit. Okay, we're going to get a little play here, but that's okay. Drop. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for the walking pickup. Good girl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a bumper about centering the table, and as I walk by, I'm going to say fetch. If she refuses me, what I'll do is tap the ear, tell her bad. Of course, she's already got the pickup, but I will tap the ear and tell her bad. You refused it, and then I would go off the table. I would go off the table, bring her back up the table with the bumper being in the same position. I'd walk up to it and by, saying fetch just about one step before she reaches it, and wait for her to deny me that retrieve. If she denies it, touch her ear, tell her bad, and then continue. You ready? We'll just do a quick one here. Okay, come on, fetch. That's a girl. Drop. Now what I've got is the importance of pleasure for success, a depreciation of pressure, definite tone, the bad or no or whatever your corrective word is, with a distinct tone change that tells the dog, what do I want to do? The thing is, with pressure, what happens with force train retrieving, is we have a tendency to overpressure and lock them up. We don't want them to stop thinking. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes aren't bad. Mistakes are good. Mistakes is what they teach. They teach you what they can do and what they can't do. And once they understand it, they'll gravitate more towards the pleasure than the discomfort. And that's important. The next thing is, if you hit a plateau, it's just not working. You can't get them over it. Make sure you take a break. because today's learning is tomorrow's lesson. In other words, where I failed today, or where the dog just didn't get it, was confused, tomorrow I start at that point. And then usually what they learn today is really learned tomorrow. I see, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want that ear pinch. I'll just go through it. Once we get to that, you have the beginnings of the finished retrieve. But right now we're doing the walking pickup. Now I've got the dog walking. She'll pick up. The way we're set up, I'm going to have to go out of the picture and back into the picture, but just bear with me. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to 2 bumpers instead of 1. And what I'll do is, I will set 1 at one end of the table and 1 at the other. 1 right here, sit, and 1 right here. Usually I walk them in heel, but I'm not going to today. I'll just send her back up on the table, and I'll stay on this side so you can see what she does. If she fails me, I will hit her ear, and I'll just keep right on going. You'll hear me say bad, then I'll reapproach and try to pick up this second bumper. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the walking pickup on this one first. I'll go off screen, and then I'll come back on. All right? You ready? Fetch. Fetch. Come on. Oh, that a girl. That a girl. Drop. Come on. Good girl. Fetch. Yeah. Come. Right here. Come on. Back up here. Come on. That a girl. And finish. Sit. Drop. Once you've got that piece, what we do is now, and we'll show it to you in a brief situation. On the floor is I'm going to take the training table out in the next piece, and then what I'm going to do is the same exercise. I'm going to go first, reminder with the walking pickup, just like it is here on the table, on the ground, and the very last piece is, now what I'll do is start sending them to the object, have them come back, do a finish, and then turn them around, send them to another object, have them come back, do a finish, and then the last stage is the beginning of your line retrieving. Set one out, then one a little bit further, and then you just send them out, they come back, and you send them out again, and they come back. And that would be the finish of force train retrieving to where you can start implementing it in a working environment. And I'd like to thank you.